What's going on, guys? I'm Luke, back from Skills for Everything. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about the things you should be trying to work for early game in Subnautica. So this game is kind of, I would say, it's a little bit tricky in the beginning, figuring out what you need. What you should be getting and where to find things, pretty much. So this video is going to be going over that. I don't want to waste you guys' time, so we're going to get right into it. So one of the first things you want to get early game is probably a good amount of copper. So copper is found pretty easily. Actually, let me hop in my sea moth real quick. The first things first, copper, right. So copper is going to be found in these thingies right here called limestone outcrops. These things have a chance of dropping either titanium or copper. You have a 50-50 chance. So if you get lucky, which I didn't, you can get a copper. Okay, the reason you want to be getting this is because early game you're going to be making a lot of electronics. This is pretty much what's going to carry you through most of early and mid game, and even late game. But late game you're going to want to be doing more advanced things. But anyway, so yeah, you're going to want to be getting a good amount of copper, so you can make those early game things. Like you need copper to make battery. You need copper, and you're going to need some batteries, bro. You know, some copper wire. Yep. Let's take a look. There's some things here. I'm just drawing a complete blank right now. I can't do this. Pathfinder tool. It's not that useful for me, to be honest. This right here, habitat builder, you're gonna need a copper. Laser cutter, you're gonna need a copper. Stasis rifle, you're gonna need a copper. Honestly, I didn't really see a use. Okay, there is a use for it. I'm not saying there isn't, but I didn't see a use for it when I completed the game. I didn't use it, but yeah. What is this? I don't know what that is. Anyway, scanner, yep, you're gonna need a battery. Repair tool, no, you don't, surprisingly. Anyway, yeah, so you need copper for a decent amount of things. Beacons, graph trap. This is graph trap. You need 2 of them. Okay. Seaglide, you're gonna need 3 copper. Okay. This is all early game things right here. Okay. All this stuff. I mean, it could be used late game, but for the most part, you're gonna be crafting this early game, and once you have it, you pretty much have it. So it's like early game, you're gonna want to be getting a lot of copper, and then you can craft whatever you're gonna need later on. Sea moth, again, you need 1, 2, what is it? For a battery, you need 1, right? So 2 batteries, power cell, and yeah, I believe that is 2 copper, if I'm right? Sea moth is just the start of mid game, pretty much. So yeah, anyway, the first thing you want to be trying to get is probably copper. Yeah. And speaking of copper, the next thing you're going to want to try to get early game is going to be the Seaglide. So the Seaglide is going to be just about your first vehicle. You can completely skip the Seaglide, but at the same time, you're going to want the Seaglide to try to get all of the other things you're going to need. So if you want the next vehicle up, which is the Sea Moth, you're going to need the mobile vehicle bay first. And to get these materials, it's so much faster just to grab a Seaglide first. It's cheap, easy. If you get that copper early game, the Seaglide will not be an issue. So let's summon in a Seaglide real quick. So spawn Seaglide. Okay, now there's a Seaglide, right? So the Seaglide is like so much quicker than normal speed. So let's take a look here. So the reason you want to get a Seaglide is because it makes you 2 times faster. I mean, you're gonna need a battery for it because it'll die, but not for a while. So you're really gonna want the Seaglide, man. Like the Seaglide. Oops, hold on. So the Seaglide really does help a lot, and if you think about it, it'll make it 2 times faster to get the materials for the other vehicles you're gonna need. Okay, so yeah, that's the next thing you're gonna be wanting to work for. Now the next thing you're gonna be wanting to work for is fragments. Fragments is a huge part in Subnautica. If you do not have the fragments, you cannot craft it. Let me tell you right now. There's so many things you need fragments for. Mid-game things, early game things, and late game things. There might be a spoiler coming up real soon, so if you don't want to see it, skip ahead 10 seconds. It's not really a blueprint, but bladderfish equals water bottle. Anyway, so here we go. You're gonna need blueprint later on for... First of all, you're going to need fragments for the Seaglide. I know you may not have the Seaglide yet. If you do, then this will be so much easier. With the Seaglide, you're going to be wanting to use that to go venture off and find different things. If you want fragment locations, let me know down in the description below. So the first thing is the mobile vehicle bay. Once you get that, you're able to craft the Seamoth. Once you get the Seamoth fragments. The Seamoth also has 3 fragments too, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Seamoth, once you collect all 3 fragments, they're scattered out around your world, pretty close to your life pod to be honest, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So yeah, Seamoth, easy to get, and yeah. So the next thing is beacon. It's, I guess it's not really needed, but it's a very convenient thing for mid-game to end-game. It lets you mark locations and changes the name of the locations you want to name it to. Okay, so you can mark entrances to maybe the inactive lava zone, jelly shroom caves, I don't know, Grand Reef, whatever you want. The next thing is grab trap. This is honestly pretty useful. A lot of people don't see a use for it, but put a couple of those down near your life pod or near your base, and it actually helps, you know, actually traps, as it says in its name, it traps small creatures. Pretty much that's it. If you're having trouble going around, you know, catching these fish, all you have to do is stand over there or swim over there, collect them all, go cook them and eat them. Okay, so easy, okay. The next thing you're wanting to try to find for fragment wise is the vehicle upgrade console. So this vehicle upgrade console actually allows you to upgrade your vehicles, as it says its name. It's not too hard, I guess. It's a little bit farther away from your thing. It's not going to be the first thing you're going to be wanting to look for, but if you happen to come across one, research it, because it comes in handy, and you're going to need it. But if you're talking vehicle upgrades, the next thing you're going to try to want to search for is the moon pool. This moon pool allows you to dock either the Seamoth or the prawn suit in it. You need this to be able to upgrade your vehicles. They need to be here. Once it's docked and you have the vehicle upgrade console, you're then allowed to change the name of your Seamoth or prawn suit and change the color, so the appearance. It's pretty cool. It's all cosmetic there, but you still have to dock this in order to upgrade it. So yeah. Again, if you guys want me to help you guys out and show you guys the locations of these fragments, let me know down in the comments. That's pretty much it for early game. If you guys would like to see some mid-game or late-game things, then let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully this video helps you, because when I first started, I had nothing to help me. I had YouTube, but I'm one of those that likes to figure things out on its own. It makes the game a whole lot more fun for me, but if you like to play how you like to play, then this video should be helpful for you guys. If I missed anything, or if there's anything that you think I should have mentioned, then go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful adventure in Subnautica. This game is absolutely beautiful. It's my favorite game ever. So, yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.